And they can hear us over the starting soon screen if you wanna say some secret stuff.
Okay, I don't know if I have any secrets.
Anything for the future YouTube viewers.
No, I don't know.
YouTube viewers are the best. You're so much better than those Twitch viewers. You're the amazing people.
on YouTube?
Because I'm gonna upload the archive to YouTube and people will see this part. But the people who join on Twitch will not see this part because they have this moment that they need to open Twitch and see notification. So this is like a secret thing only for YouTube. Hey, Lost McToast here. Okay, Toast, we're gonna see that.
Okay.
And Fedora is here. Oh, look at that. Everybody's joining us so soon.
Oh my goodness, it's so quick.
They're so fast. Chat, you're the fastest. And Shimon is here, and Lior. Hello, everyone. How you doing?
Hello.
Wish. Hello, everyone. I'm here joined by an amazing guest that I haven't talked to in like a year, I think.
I know, it's been a long time.
Yeah.
Oh, you have my little thingy on stream.
I do, of course.
Cute.
We have the two thingies here, and me. Yes, we got a face stream because we're gonna do a tarot reading today. Oh, by the way, who was it who redeemed the tarot card yesterday? See, it's still here. Wait, I can see here. Shimon, remember the page of Pentecost? Look at that, waiting for you here. So, hello everyone. We're supposed to have D&D, but we're gonna have a small break from the D&D, the weekly one, because of shenanigans, and we gotta do some other stuff. So today we're gonna do a surprise tarot reading with CatBug. But first, when I finally came to stream and I get 2 ads. Tell us if there's interesting ads. In the meantime, Coco, you want a tarot card? Let's give you one. It's gonna be the lucky card of the day. It's the Emperor, Coco. That's the card of controlling everything around you, or being controlled by someone, maybe a parent figure. Maybe you're the one who controls, or maybe you're the one who needs to take more control. Is your ear good? All right, I need to tell everyone the story I just told CatBug. My right ear has been heavily plugged. It's been in the last 3 days completely clogged, and that was so uncomfortable. I went to a private doctor and used this vacuum cleaner to clean my ear, both of them, and that is such a strange feeling. I feel like I hear so good now. I hear everything. I hear the sixth sense. I hear your thoughts, chat. I hear your heartbeats. Hey Nana, I hear everything. Hey Anton. Oh, don't feel sad. The Emperor actually tells you to take control. You have the power. Take control. Now,
yes, take control.
Let's start with an introduction. CatBugSoup, tell us who you are.
Okay, I don't know. Who am I?
Who are you?
Who am I?
Let's start with your VTuber model. Look at you.
Okay, yes. Well, that's based off of my old model. I have a new model coming. I kind of do like VTubing like casually, but I took a break. Just for personal reasons. I'll probably be back maybe in a few months or so with a new design and stuff. But yeah, I don't really do too much. Honestly, I just kind of sit here and play games. And today I'm hanging out with Mimic, so yeah. Let's
go. Oh, she's lying. She's pretty amazing. You want to tell everyone how we met?
Yes, we met doing D&D. I don't know who reached out to who, but it was like your first D&D campaign that we did.
Yeah, let me see your our messages on Twitter, then we can figure out.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's been so long ago.
Hello everyone.
September 4th, 2022. Hey CatBug, when are you available for a collab? It wasn't even if you're available, just when are you available?
Nice.
Like, I
probably like reacted. Yeah, it was probably like, I don't know, I probably started off with like a Twitter post or something, and I must have liked it or commented or something.
Yeah, could be.
I don't know.
That was so long ago. Hi Dret, thank you. You got a drink as well. Hello Altrian. So a year ago we did a D&D collab, and then a few days ago CatBug just sent me a random dice picture.
Yeah, I saw like a stinger, which is like a transition screen, and when I was browsing for some for like my own stream, and yeah, it reminded me of you, so I shared it with you.
Oh, so nice. And my intuition told me, you know what, we should do a tarot reading.
Sounds good. Yes.
do it. So,
Let's do it.
what are we doing? What kind of tarot reading? What have you been up to?
I don't.
What bothers you?
Probably like not having a job right now. I had a job, but then like I lost it. So I'm just kind of sitting here, just waiting.
And you're a nurse, right? I remember.
Yeah.
Back then,
Yeah,
it was
yeah,
like
I'm
a
a
real
nurse.
life nurse VTuber.
Yes.
Also, here's CatBug. Let me give you a proper shout out.
Oh, thank you.
CatBugSoup. And follow her, please, so you can see the really
I don't have any content though, but thank
she will
you.
have content in the future.
Yeah, in the future. Yeah, right now I'm a neat.
And also good, you know.
A neat. No, I don't want to be a neat, but I am.
Sometimes we don't want to. You don't really have to. I mean, we don't really have a choice, you know.
No, I know. No choice.
Life chooses us
GG.
to neat around for a bit. Actually, I think this is something that many people in chat can unfortunately connect to. No job as well. Yeah, Austrian was a chemist when I knew him, and now he also between jobs. I would say don't say no job, say between jobs. I have Ultra Hearing Pro Max made by Samsung Fridge. Thank you, Coco. I hope you have that as well. So how long have you been in the job, and why don't you have it now?
I was in it for like 6 months, and like there's some things going on with like my life that like I had to take time off work, and also like just performance wise, like there were some things that like I was struggling with learning that like I brought to the attention of my manager, but it didn't really sit well with them, and they just kind of were like, no, we're gonna let you go.
We got two.
And it was really bad. Like they thought I went home, like, cause I went home early once for my shift, and like it just happened that I took like verbal orders from a doctor before I left, and like they thought that I left because I felt really overwhelmed after taking the verbal orders from a doctor. But that wasn't the case, and that's one of the reasons they brought up like in the meeting where they like let me go, and I was like, oh no, that wasn't true though, like that didn't happen. But yeah,
well,
I hate yeah.
If they let you go because of that kind of thing, then maybe it's good that they will let you go.
I mean, yeah. Yeah,
I mean,
like
it's really one of those really hard things to say, but you know, when you get fired,
it is.
Maybe it's for the best.
No, I know. It's kind of like you don't want to stick around like a place where you're not appreciated.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, I don't want to like go back to them and be like, hey, take me back.
So we got some redeems. So, yeah. We got redeem to put some stinky cheese on you. Here you go.
Stinky cheese.
And Shimon wanted a tarot card, which
collector,
is the Three of Chalices. We might see it today. That's a card of a party and splashing the drinks together. Not the full yet though. So what have you been doing to find a new job? Do you want to find a new job? Do you want to work in the same thing?
Yeah, no, I do. I'm gonna find another like nursing job, but I'm just waiting. Like I'm doing stuff with like I'm like still working under the same corporation. I'm just on a sick leave right now, so I'm just
I see.
I'm just like looking at job applications and like filling out some paperwork and stuff. So hopefully like something comes up soon.
Yeah.
There's like a nursing home close to where I live that I might like reach out to and find out if I can work there.
I've been also doing that, and I know a few other people who do that. It's really hard. I think there's this weird saying that might be unfair, but you know, they say that our parents had it easier. You wanna work in a factory, you go into the factory and say, hey, I need a job, and you get a job, and we need to work so hard because there's so much competition and
yeah, it is really hard.
Yeah, I heard that you need to work in looking for a job, and it takes roughly 8 months to find a job, and you need to actively work every single day. It's not easy.
I know, it's so hard to find a job.
Yeah, and in art, like VTubing, it's in a form of art. It's there's only a few things, only a small percentage you actually can make a monthly salary out of it. The others, it's kind of a hobby.
Oh yeah, it's definitely like a hobby for sure. Unless like you get lucky and you work really hard, and
there's a lot of luck in that.
There is a lot of luck. I feel like it's And
then they say there's a workforce shortage. Well, you know, I've been thinking about that. There's high-tech companies, for example. They have this thing now that they will ask you for your resume and post the job-looking things, even if they don't need you, because they want you to be there. They want to keep this fluidity. Just in case you can contribute something.
Okay.
Wait. So even if they know that there's no shortage, they don't need you, they have nothing to do with you, they still want you to apply because who knows, maybe you're the 1 in a millionth worker, you know?
Yeah, you're right.
Wanting you to get a job as a part. Yeah, it's kind of like you know, having a membership card to get in a club, but the only way to make the membership club is inside the club. But you gotta work every day. So, do you want to do a tarot reading about that, or do you want to do a tarot reading about something else? We do a tarot reading about. We usually take a subject like family, friends, job, love life. What else? Anything basically could work.
I mean, I feel like job would be a good one because I'm kind of curious, like where my job future is gonna, like,
it's
you know,
the thing
like
that
where I'm gonna end up.
the thing that bothers you the most, that you've been
busy.
Yeah. Okay, let's do a job you want.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
what have you been actively doing to look for a new job?
I've been applying on like the internal job website, like job postings. Other than that, I've just been kind of hanging out and just making the most out of like the sick time.
How is that going?
I applied to a few, but I haven't heard anything back yet, so it's like still in the works.
And let's be honest, when you say apply to a few, there's one of my brothers says I applied to a few. He applied once a month. My other brother applied to 300 companies in a month. So
Sheesh, that's so many. I only applied to like 2.
one company came back to him, and he got my other brother with him to that company.
Wow.
So I was looking like, oof, some people work really hard in that.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Obviously, 300 is crazy. It doesn't mean that it's possible for that brother is kind of like a computer. He can do that. I can't do it, for example.
Oh, so, yeah, me neither.
Even before the reading, I'm gonna ask you: do you feel like you're doing the maximum that you can, or maybe you can do more and there's another reason why you're not doing more? Maybe it's comfortable, maybe you're not sure that you want to be in that job position. I'm asking, is it a matter of time, just waiting until you get answers, or maybe there's something you can do a bit more to get answers?
I feel like it's just like in a matter of time. Like I'll get more answers. Yeah.
So let's get the cards and see what the future say.
Okay.
So we got 6 decks of cards. I'm gonna let you choose. And the first one, and the most obvious one, I have to apply 300 times on different companies when I grow up. I mean, they could accept you before that, you know, could be accepted on the first company. This is the classic deck. With all the classic cards that you know. Look, it's the full Shimon.
Oh, yeah.
And the Tower, and Justice.
I have no idea what any of those mean.
And Death. No, you're not supposed to. But
okay, good.
From the pictures, that's the classic one. I also have the one that I use a lot right now recently. That's the opposite one. So it's all the classic cards, but from the opposites. From the other side. So for example, this guard, usually you can see his front, now you can see his back. Like a camera flipped in all the cards. So it's a cool variant on the original one. You want the kiss, Coco? Mwah! Let's see what else do we have. We have the Binding of Isaac deck, if you play the Binding of Isaac or know the game.
Yeah, I think I know that one. Okay, cool.
We have 2 anime decks. We have this, the more modern anime. If you're into anime, if you're a VTuber, you should be into anime.
Yeah. Wait, so do I like pick a deck?
Yes.
I do.
You're gonna pick your favorite using your intuition. Then
we have
the more classic anime deck. Which is you can see that the art is a bit more old style 90s.
Right.
Lastly, we have the Shadowscapes deck. It's a very unique fantasy theme one. So, what's your favorite deck?
I like maybe The last one, I think.
This one, the fantasy one?
Yeah, the fantasy one.
That is a classic deck. No special shenanigans, just different art, which is good.
Okay.
Some of the decks have some unique things. For example, the classic anime deck has reverse roles for some of the genders. So the princes are actually princesses, and the kings are queens, and so on.
Does that have like any significance?
No,
or is it just...
but it's you could put significance in everything.
Right, right. Okay.
For example, the hanged man is the hanged woman. So in the Fool, you see a girl instead of a man.
Oh.
That might be a bit more confusing. In the meantime, let me give some disclaimers. I'm not a psychologist. I'm not a therapist. I'm not a professional consultant or something like that. If you feel like, not just you, but anyone who feels like they need treatment, I highly encourage seeking for that kind of thing or consultant. I've been doing psychotherapy myself for many years. I took a job consultant, which unfortunately did not help, but led me to being a VTuber. So that also,
kind of worked out.
Yeah, I am doing something I love. This doesn't pay a lot for now.
No.
As far as the cards go, I'm pretty agnostic. I don't know if this is real or not. I can say that I've seen some weird things with the tarot cards.
Okay.
I don't know if this is real or not. It's cute pictures on cute cards and will allow us to have some reflection on what's going on right now with your life. Lastly, and most importantly, and I told you before, if there's anything you feel uncomfortable with, it's completely okay. You just tell me to move on, or tell me you don't want to talk about something. If I'm asking something private and you don't want to say it, you just don't say it, okay?
Wait, sounds good.
Perfect. Right. Lastly, it's gonna be a Celtic reading. It's gonna be a bit long. The cards are going to change. Well, the cards won't change, but the meaning is going to change the more cards we reveal. Let me take you to my office. Whoop. And you can see that. Also, you might see my legs.
Did you just slap your leg?
You might see my legs. And you might see me put my legs in all kind of places. I'm just putting it on my leg.
Okay.
I'm not doing any suspicious things, okay?
Okay. Nothing sussy going on.
Nothing
okay,
sassy.
got it.
Someone was like, what are you doing there?
Oh no.
I have a secret keyboard here.
Sheesh.
Sure. Okay, I'm gonna shuffle the cards. Tell me when do you want to stop.
Okay. Stop.
Okay, now tell me where do you want to cut the cards? Do you want to cut the deck in the top, in the bottom, or in the middle? Are you a top, a bottom, or a switch?
Do top.
Top, like here?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Do it.
Which pile do you want to cut again? The small one or the big one?
The big one.
Where?
Near the bottom.
Like here?
Do like let me see what. Okay, yes, that's perfect.
Okay. Right. Choose your destiny. This one, or this one. 1, 2, 3.
The middle one.
This one?
Yes.
Your destiny have been chosen.
Okay.
Right. So we have the main card and the block. We got 2 subconscious cards. We got the nostalgia card. We got the first time card. We got a second time card. We got your surroundings. We got your future, and we got the far future.
Holy moly, that's a lot of cards.
Yeah,
okay.
it's a 10 card reading.
Sheesh. Okay.
Now, as I said before, the more cards we reveal, the more we will learn, and our objective is to see the relationship between all the cards. It might be a bit confusing at first, but this is why we're gonna do it together. We're trying to build the story of everything. Alright?
Okay.
And if my camera will cooperate... What? Camera? Please?
My camera?
Bad camera. You can do... Oh, that's good. That's really good. Nice. And if Meshi, my cat, will join us, you can see her sitting here.
Oh, okay.
But I don't know where she is right now. Let's start with the first card. This one. Let's see what we have. That is... the Hanged Man!
Oh no, is that bad? What is it? Tell me.
No. The major cards, which are the Devil, the Death, Tower, Hanged Man, and the Fool, and so on. You're not bad nor good. They're kind of
Okay.
a big message. So the Hanged Man is a card that is hanging, kind of stuck between two things. Might be really good for someone who's between jobs. And they have fate will remember that your action will have consequences. The Hangman, it's a card that's kind of like they haven't decided yet. They need to make a decision, and usually that decision with the Hangman is depend on two things. One, they will need to make a sacrifice, because every decision is a sacrifice. The sacrifice is the other option that you didn't take. For example, if you choose one job, you don't get to do the other. If you choose one thing to eat, you don't get to eat the other. Another lesson for the Hanged Man is that they will need to see things in a different perspective, flip themselves around. And right now, maybe you are in that kind of position where you can't really, you're like hanging between all kind of options, and we will see what kind of options do you have, because you said nobody returned to you yet. So maybe I'm just throwing an idea around. Maybe it's between working and being a NEET, which you mentioned. Maybe you need to look at that in another perspective. Maybe you need to sacrifice. I mean, if you're working, you sacrifice all kinds of things. I just talked about Meshi. There she is, Meshi.
Meshi!
Meow. Meow. Yes, Meshi. Look at you.
Oh, she's so cute. Look at her tail. It's so fluffy.
A raccoon tail.
It is a raccoon tail.
I'm glad you forgave me, because 2 days ago I put some anti-flea stuff on her and she was really pissed off.
Oh really? Like Revolution?
Oh man, I forgot the name.
I think it's a brand name.
Bravecto.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's the one. But it's a thing, the drop that you put in her neck, and with 3 months she's free.
Good. I had to get like the same type of stuff like for my rats.
You have rats? That's
I do.
I know 3 VTubers who grow rats now. Let's go.
Oh yes,
I not
I
know
just
that
got
for
them.
a whole year. Wait.
Well, no, because I just like they're kind of new. I got them like a month ago. Yeah.
Oh, I have Scruffy. She's an Australian VTuber, and she also has rats. She has like 15 of them.
Holy smokes! I only have 2.
That's so cool. And she uploads pictures of her rats, and she tells me a lot about them.
Oh.
Yeah, rats are like small cats. They're cats with an R.
Yeah, they're like little puppies.
If you put a rat on the floor and go, "Come here, boy," will they come?
Yeah, sometimes. I mean, you can train your rats. Yeah, mine aren't trained.
That's kind of cool.
But I mean, maybe they will be one day. But yeah, you can train them to do a whole bunch of crazy stuff.
That's so cool. Mine kill rats.
Yeah.
We found some dead rats outside.
Dead? Oh no!
Dead, played with.
Poor guy.
Well, she had fun. Sometimes I wonder why do we raise small murderers? If they were a bit bigger, they would eat us so easily.
Oh, I know, like big cats, especially.
Or big rats. Think about that, a giant rat.
Big rats. Oof.
So the Hanged Man. We'll see where it goes, but right now it might be a good thing to take this kind of break between thingies. We'll see how this goes, because we have the block. The block card is a really important one in that case, because usually we want the main card to be kind of a good thing and the block to be kind of a bad thing. But now we got something a bit different than the usual. The Ace of Cups.
Okay.
So the Ace of Cups is a good card, a really good card, one of the best in the deck. The cups or the chalices are usually talking about luck, wishes, blessings, water, energy, love, creativity, all of the flowing stuff, fluidity. And the aces are these important basic cards that have the potential for that. So the Ace of Cups is a card with a lot of potential for great success, creativity, everything working, kind of your whole life being just sorted around perfectly, and everything is good. It's one of the best cards in the deck, seriously. But this is a block.
Good. Yeah.
This is a block. The position is also important. The position here is blocking you from reaching the...
What does that mean?
From learning the lesson of the Hanged Man. So the lesson of the Hanged Man, or two lessons, is to sacrifice and look at things from a different perspective. For example, I don't know yet, we'll see soon, but for example, you sacrifice your freedom and your energy to get a job. But if you look at it the other way around, you can learn all kinds of things from a job and you get money. So it's a sacrifice, but you get something that you need. The block here from learning that lesson is that maybe the life you have right now is pretty good. Maybe being neat is really, really, really comfortable.
It is comfortable, I won't lie.
Maybe it's so comfortable that you don't really need money, you don't really need anything else. I mean, why bother? You can just stay like this.
Oh god, I don't know about that, but it's a nice... That could only be like someone's dream, you know?
It's kind of a dreamy thingy.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do about money though? What if that runs out?
Well, that would be good if it runs out.
Yeah.
No? You need money.
You do need money, so you can do. You can have more fun.
Right. True.
Yeah. Another issue with the aces is that they're just a potential. They're still at the beginning. There's 10 cards in the minor arcana in every series, and this is the first one, the ace. They have a lot of a long journey. They don't think of money, of the things down the road. They only think of now. Now it's pretty good. We'll see how this connects later. Any questions so far?
No. It makes sense-ish.
That's good.
Let's see the other cards.
Let's see. So first of all, we're gonna go here, and this is the subconscious. What you're thinking about the situation right now. Your subconscious about the job, and then this card is going to be the action that derives from that. And because you're right now applying, but you're still neat. No, Meshi, don't go. Maybe we can see something here that's kind of like being stuck in a position, or maybe you're not telling me everything, and we're gonna see that as well. So,
let's see it.
The subconscious is the King of Cups. And you can see immediate connection to the Ace of Cups. Because the Ace of Cups is the first card in the Cup series, and the King of Cups is the last card in the Cup series. It's kind of interesting that we got both of them. Let's see if the camera can focus on this one. Actively calling out CatBug. That's tarot cards, you know, tarot reading. We call out people.
I see turtles.
Come on, camera. Come on. Yay. Turtles.
Yeah.
And what's at above? A fish, a fairy. Oh, it's the king. It's the king. There's a seahorse coming out of the cup. And he rides on a bunch of turtles. The King of Cups is at the end of the Cup series. He is all grown up, adult, know-it-all. He is mature emotionally. He is in a good place. He's in a really good place. He is controlling everything. Do you feel like that? Do you feel like you're in control, that you're in a good, mature emotional state?
A bit. I mean, like, I started going to therapy not long ago. So, like, that's kind of helped me, like, to become more, like, emotionally, like, stable-ish. Like,
but from our told so far, I don't know what this card is doing here. It's kind of a weird.
It is kind of weird.
Okay, when you look at the job, because this is a job reading, do you feel like you're emotionally stable from a looking for a job position? So you're like, you feel like you're doing the best that you can. You feel like it's okay to wait. You feel like you can wait. You have patience.
Yeah.
It's okay. Everything is in control in a way.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, I feel like everything's in control. Like I'm not really like actively looking for like any opportunities. I'm just kind of like letting things take its course, you know?
But you're not actively looking because you might think that it's okay. It will come when it comes. You can do it if you need to.
Yeah, exactly.
Now let's see the action that comes out of that. And that is a 6 of Cups. Ooh. We got a lot of cups today. Come on, camera. You can do it.
It's a lot of cups.
That is a lot of cups. There we go. 6 of Cups is in the middle. In the middle of the Cup series. That's the card of childhood, and nostalgia. Going back to the old days, see them having a tea party there with the cups, maybe some childish friends. Do you live with your parents right now, or your family's house?
Right now, yeah.
And have you been in that kind of position that you are right now in the past?
Yeah, definitely.
So it's kind of like a return to that, same as last time. But I learned personally in therapy that life is a spiral. So you never actually go back to what you used to be. You're always in a different position. So I'm gonna ask a question outside of the reading. What is the difference between last time you were in that position and now? Obviously, you're older, probably most likely more wise or more mature. But what is another difference?
Compared to like when I was like in my childhood?
Let's say, how many times did you move out of your parents' house and then came back?
No. I've still always been here.
Have you had another situation where you're between jobs for a long period of time?
Yeah, I have.
So did it happen more than once, or just one more?
Just like one other time.
How long was it ago?
It was like, I think it was around a year ago, I want to say. Yeah, around there.
What happened back then?
Oh god, that's a good question.
I'll refocus that. What needed to happen for you to find a job? Oh, Deja, thank you for the stretch.
Oh, hello, Deja. Yes, you stretch all I think. Okay, what needed to happen?
By the way, it's a nice reunion. Deja was in CatBug's D&D group a year ago.
Yeah, he was.
Look at that. What a time.
I think what needed to happen was I had to... Wait, I'm brain farting.
Did you look for a job back then? Or did it find you? Because some people, last time I had this break...
It found me.
Yeah,
it found me.
Also in this case where a job found me. This is actually the first time in my life that I'm looking for a job. Usually they just found me when I needed them. So the job found you?
Yeah, it did, yeah. But it was the same job that I just got released from, so kind of sussy.
Yeah. But you still got you'd say half a year of experience and so on?
Yeah, it was about like half a year.
So why...
And I still got paid, so...
But you didn't... Okay. I think we need more cards. Because right now, I don't see a problem. That's the problem. In these readings...
Okay.
I want to see like an issue or a problem. And sometimes you see a problem, sometimes you don't see a problem. So far we see everything is too good to be true. That's everything looks like in order, right? Everything collides good with what you said. Let's look at this card. This is the past. We're going to see what... that's a beautiful card. That's a 5 of Wands. What happened in the past? There could be an event from like your from the near past. Could be something from much before that. And that is 5 of Wands. See all the foxes.
Oh, okay. 5 of Wands. So it's like something that happened in the past?
Yes, some kind of a past event. It could be related to the job. So the 5 of Wands is the card of this kind of clash between you and maybe some other people, maybe some kind of argument that you have been conquering with someone else. Could be what you said about the job. Could be something before that job. I'll try to focus on the job right now because my intuition tells me that this is your last job. How was the day-to-day feeling in that job?
It was good. I felt like a bit like nervous at times just because like my probation wasn't finished and I was like, oh no, like what's gonna happen?
But you did get fired because of something that was misunderstood.
Yeah, like it was misunderstanding and they just didn't really like they said like I didn't have they said I needed to work on my emotional maturity, which what kind of was like kind of mean. I don't really know what that
It's kind of
meant.
interesting because the king is emotional mature, so you don't know what it means because from your point of view, you are emotionally mature.
I mean, like, yeah, they just thought like, and like, I just don't think they trusted me to act appropriately in like a critical situation.
I wonder why or what did they mean? What did they say
Like,
exactly?
they, well, I don't know. They just like they said like if a patient's going downhill really fast, like we don't trust that you can act appropriately or like
I
do
see.
the right things. I
So
don't know. Like
it's really vague. It's like they're feeling or something.
it is vague because I was never even
Yeah.
in that situation to begin with yet. But they made that assumption.
Yeah, you know,
I
sometimes.
think it's because like I ask a lot of stupid questions.
Oh, what does that
Like
mean?
sometimes
Okay.
I don't know. It means like I don't know. I think I second guess myself a lot. Like when I'm like practicing my job, like doing
Give
my
me an
job.
example.
Oh god, I can't think of an example. Like maybe like I don't know. Like I'll just like it's just like verifying type questions that I ask that I guess like people
Like,
are
should
like,
I do this? I should do this, right? I should go here, right? I
yeah,
should
and
bring
like
that
I was
thing,
talking.
right?
Yeah, and like I think it just like must have like put a like a flag. Like it was the type of questions that like I think maybe put a flag in like their head. Like, oh no, does she know what she's doing? But I do know what I'm doing. I just like I second guess myself and like, you know. Yeah.
It could be, yeah, it could be. Like, sometimes people fire us or break up with us or get rid of us from their life, and they don't really know why. They don't really have a good reason, so they make something up like, you know, it's a feeling, or you feel like this, you feel like that. Not emotionally mature sounds like that kind of an excuse in a way.
Yeah, it definitely did feel like an excuse.
How did it feel after being out of there?
I definitely like it really hurt me like a lot because at first they said that they were gonna extend my probation and like work with me to like get me up to speed, and I was like, okay, let's do it. And then a few days later, like my manager called me into her office and she was like, hey, by the way, we changed our mind, like we're just gonna let you go. It's like, what? So it really hurt me. So I freaking cried a whole bunch. But I mean, after that, like, I don't know.
What did you do?
What did I do?
How did you get up? Because clearly you're here, you're looking for a job. You got up. So how did you get up?
Yeah, I got up. How did I get up? Yeah. Well, I realized that like, okay, you know, this isn't my fault. It's nothing I'm doing wrong. I kind of just have to learn to like not trust people as much. Like my coworkers, like it's kind of crappy to say, but like, you know, I have to kind of. It means like I gotta not ask stupid questions. I gotta have confidence in myself. I gotta work on my confidence. Yeah. So and I started taking steps to doing that.
That's complicated. Were they for real? Because when I was in MADA, which is the Israeli health, how do you say that even? It's like the ambulance. I don't know. We have weird systems here for the healthcare. They really liked when I ask a lot of questions. Yeah, it feels like they should actually like you for asking a lot of questions because you want to be very precise.
Yeah, well, like that's what I was like. Yeah, again, I don't really know like what I'm so confused too.
Listen, it could be just an issue with the person above you. We just don't like to. I have a story that really reminds me of that. I went to coach Dungeon Master in real life in a children's school, and that was during the COVID-19 pandemic. And I go into that school, and one student doesn't have the face mask, and I'm telling the Dungeon Master he should have a face mask, and Dungeon Master is like, I don't have face mask. So I'm saying, okay, I'll wait here. I'm gonna go to the principal, to the secretaries, and I'm gonna give the kid a face mask. And I'm going there, and I'm going into this office with like 3 secretaries and this janitor and this principal and this administrative person, like 5 people who work in the school. And I'm like, excuse me, I have a kid here in the D&D club, and they don't have a mask. Do you have a mask? And nobody answers me. They like ignore me, and I'm excuse me.
Oh no.
And they all like I'm not there.
That's so rude.
I'm like, what is going on? I was so out of there. And
Sorry.
I like, excuse me, to one of the secretaries, the closest one. Excuse me, hey, do you have any masks? And she's like, I don't know. What? And I'm like, okay,
Why?
who will know? That's a trick for my dad. If they tell you something like, I don't know, you ask, who can know? Tell me who's next in line. And she's like, I don't know. So I'm going to the next. Okay, who's above you? Who's responsible here? Who's the responsible adult? And it's a bunch of adult people, all of them older than me. Like, they have no idea what's going on. Like, are you working here?
Yeah, what? Why? Why were they acting like that?
And then there's this oh my god, there's a mosquito. There's like, wait a second, oh my god.
Okay, kill it.
I think it survived, but it's gonna die later. Anyway, there's the principal of the school is like, what do you want? And like, I need a mask. And it's like, no, you don't need mask. And like, no, there's a student here. It's COVID. We need a mask for him. And it's like, oh, we don't need. He really just drove me off and started screaming at me like, what are you doing? What are you questioning? Why don't you just go away? And I'm like, okay. And I went away.
Sheesh.
And he was right after me. Wait, here you go. And he gave me like this small bag with masks. Now, what I'm trying to say is that sometimes when we ask questions, we put people in an uncomfortable position where they question themselves because they're not doing things properly. Just my guess, but maybe the questions that you asked were about things that they were not doing properly, and it put the people above you in an uncomfortable place where you are kind of like this detective who points at the wrongs that they're doing because they might be not doing things properly. It doesn't mean that you don't need to ask questions. On the contrary, I think you do need to ask questions. I think it's good that you got rid of that workplace.
Yeah, I mean, probably, because, like, I kind of agree with that, because, like, definitely, there was, like, non-effective communication with me whatsoever. Like, I don't know what was said to them that, like, made them in their heads think, like, okay, yeah, you know, we need to get rid of her. But, like, they didn't communicate with me well at all. Like, I'm still so confused. Like, what even happened?
If you got out of this kind of relationship, if it's work or personal relationship, you are confused, it's not for you to worry about. You're like, okay, move on.
Yeah.
And that's why I actually think that yes, you are the king of cups. You are emotionally mature here, but you are naturally confused because they didn't explain
naturally
properly.
Confused.
Yeah,
yes.
because you didn't explain. They didn't explain properly what happened here.
Yeah, no, they definitely didn't.
So the nostalgic part here, the five of wands here is this struggle or argument or confusion that you got. And I realized, right, usually in this card, there's some kind of outside force that is helping you in this struggle. Someone who's coming to your aid. Were you alone in that, or is there someone else who came to help you?
No, not like someone outside of work. Like one of my really close friends, like really helped me out. Like just to like make sense of the whole situation and like come up with a plan for like what's next and like basically just hold my hand.
That's really, really important, yeah. So that may be the struggle. And so far, still nothing special about this reading. It just tells us kind of obvious things. Let's go to this card. This is going to be the surroundings, people around you. And we see the Wheel of Fortune. That's a very weird card to have in this position.
Oh no, okay.
No,
what does it mean?
It's not bad. It's not bad. We didn't see any bad cards so far. It means that, well, if it will focus, you'll see what it means. Come on. Do it. Oh. So, the Wheel of Fortune is the card of luck. Luck changes, fortune changes. You know, one day it's like this, one day it's like that. And it's a small circle that starts from within and it grows into something bigger. And there's a lot of randomness in that card. I would say your surrounding is pretty changing, very random, maybe unstable. You tell me if I'm right or wrong. Could be friends, relationship, family situation, work. Is there a lot of chaos around you? Everything changes, or it's actually stable and everything is the same?
There's some changes, definitely, like some lifestyle changes that I think are gonna impact like my performance, like work-wise.
Can you say something, for example?
Yeah. Like I just got like bikes with my friends. So we're gonna go biking a whole bunch, and I feel like that's gonna help me lead like a healthier, happier lifestyle.
That's good.
And
but
yeah,
something tells me it's something different. Look at this card and tell me if it reminds you of someone specific, like a person. Now, it could be a person that's very random, a person who's changing a lot, a person who's one day they do this, one day they do that. Maybe a person who... It could be the person that you talked about before, who helped hold your hand. Or also could be that there's no specific person like that. And that's where the chaotic thing comes down, because maybe you don't feel like this personal connection with someone. And we're talking about work relationships, so maybe it's people right now around you. People around you, what kind of jobs do they have? And I'll be asking it differently, because I'm really trying, because I never saw the Wheel of Fortune in that position. And it's very unique here. Is there someone around you who jobs, like random projects? Like one day they're a graphic designer, they're making movies, they help old ladies, they walk dogs, they just do random stuff. And that's their lifestyle.
I can think of like, not like work-wise, but like I have my dad who is always doing a bunch of different like projects and stuff. Like he works around the yard, and like sometimes he like goes motorcycling. Stuff like that, maybe.
Could be. Let's see if it's related to your dad. Could be someone else. Still, this is where I'm going to get into something is wrong here vibe, which we're gonna try to crack open. So, how did your dad take what happened?
How does my dad? I don't really know. I haven't really talked to him about it, honestly.
Why not? I mean, you get fired from your job, you live with your family. It's expected you to talk to them.
Yeah, well, like they, like I don't know, they. I mean, I feel like he doesn't think it's my fault. He just thinks it didn't really work out.
He knows?
Yeah, he knows.
Oh, they know, but you didn't really have a personal connection.
I didn't have a personal talk about it, but like he knows what happened.
So, what about your other family members? Did you sit down and talk with someone about this? Like what you should do, what they think you should do?
I kind of talked to my mom a bit, but like she's kind of on the same page as well. But I don't know, like that card, like just the way it looks kind of does remind me of like my late grandmother though, too. Who like passed away like a year ago.
How?
She had a stroke.
No, how? It's also good. How? I'm sorry for yours.
No, it's okay.
How is she related to that? How is she reminding you?
Well, I don't know. Like the card just looks kind of like I don't know. When I look at it, I just think of like it looks kind of like afterlife-ish, and it looks like heaven type of thing, you know?
Okay. If you would talk to your grandma,
she was really religious, so yeah.
If you would talk with your grandma about this situation, what would she say?
What would she say? Okay. What would she say? She'd probably tell me not to worry, and that like something will turn up. I don't really know like specifically what she would say, but I know that it would be good. She wouldn't be upset with me or anything.
What other things she would say? Oh no, we've been clipped. What do you think she would say about how they fired you?
I have no idea.
Take a guess.
No. Take a guess. Okay.
I'm thinking of my grandmother. I know immediately what she would say.
You know immediately what she would say? I don't know what I would have said. Or what she would say.
Just take a guess.
I'm kind of drawing a blank.
Would she blame you or the company? Or no one?
No, she would blame the company. She wouldn't blame me at all.
Okay, perfect. We got a good thing. I'm still not sure of who this wheel is representing here. Maybe in general. Your whole family, your all friends. You said bike. and it's a wheel, you know, it spins.
Yeah.
So maybe that, we'll see how this goes. But it sounds like you got a lot of support around you, which is good. Let's look now at the future and see if here we got the problemization of this reading. That is the Knight of Swords. Riding I don't know, a swan? A peacock? What is that?
Ooh, that's
Hello,
a majestic
master.
looking bird.
Yeah. Now in knights, we always have the big question. Are you the knight or are you the bird?
Am I the knight or the bird?
Yeah. Are you riding on something or something is riding on you? Are you like the instrument or the controller? What I'm asking is the knight you or is it someone else? Another thing we need to know about the knight is that knights wake up kings. So this knight wakes up this king. Usually kings are passive. They become active once we have certain cards in the reading, and knights are one of them. So the Knight of Swords is a royal card without a zodiac, and that royal card talks about delivering something with strategy or a tactic. So basically, I would say if you look for a job, you don't just wait there, have this plan, like they make a table, they say on this day 1 hour I'm looking through LinkedIn, 1 hour I'm looking through this, 1 hour I'm looking through that, and it's more, you know, planning. The swords in general are very planning, and actually it's the only sword we have in the reading. We got a bit of, used to be once a bit of fire, now we have a lot of emotional stuff, a lot of water, and your hopes are that it will become more air, which is the brainwise. So I would say that there's a lot of emotional stuff going on right now.
Right.
And your wish is for everything to make more sense. For everything to be logical.
Yes, that's very true.
There is a problem with the knights. They never get what they want by waiting. They will need to get on the horse or the bird here and ride. It will never make sense. Never. You will always want to go back to that person who fired you and ask why. We will always want to go back to that partner who broke out with us, to the boss who fired us, to anyone, you know, to the class who bullied us. I've been bullied in class. I always want to go back and ask why. You will never, ever get an answer, and it will always be this memory of a struggle, and just, you know, you did your best and they kicked you out. And me, many years ago, would say, you know what? You can learn a lot from that. Improve yourself. My therapist would say, fuck them. Don't learn anything, just get a different job. Not even something that you need to learn from, because it doesn't seem like you were the issue. You just lucked out. It's just bad luck, that's it.
Yeah, it definitely feels like bad luck.
And your subconscious is the king, so usually it's passive. Maybe it's thinking, I don't know, am I emotionally mature? Am I not? Am I asking too many questions? Am I okay? You're not sure. But the knight wakes up the king, makes it active. I know I'm emotionally mature. I know I have a backbone. I know that I'm okay. I know that I wasn't in the wrong. So by learning the lesson from the Knight of Swords, you'll also are able to open up to the active King of Chalices and control that situation. I'm starting to think that our objective here is not for you to find a new job. You will find a job when you need to. Yeah, it's a bit philosophical. Yeah, the objective here
it's very
is
philosophical.
Yeah, the objective here is to figure out that what happened was out of your control, and the best thing you can do is get up and try another place, and it will not happen again. It will not happen again because, most likely, yeah, we can't guarantee anything, but most likely it won't happen again because it wasn't your fault. It wasn't something that you were doing. It was something out of your control. But for that, and to get out of that neatness position that you're in, you have to understand that it wasn't your fault. Because I feel like you're kind of stuck in this position. Maybe they will call, maybe they will say, hey, we need you again. It was a mistake to fire you. Did that ever come up to your mind?
Maybe like sometimes, like I think about like what happened a lot, and like I guess sometimes I'm hopeful that like, hey, what if maybe they realize that it was a mistake and they come back and they say like, hey, we want you back. Like I think about the possibility of that happening, but like then again, like I also know that I'm worth more than that.
Yeah, you don't want to be in that kind of place.
And I don't, yeah, you know, as great as like all my coworkers were and stuff, I just like what they did to me wasn't fair, you know.
Yeah, she needs the fool for a new beginning.
The fool.
Actually, he really loves the fool. Actually, we don't have a lot of major cards. We do have the Hanged Man, which means look at you know, at the different perspective. And the different perspective, you already know it. Is that it was good to be fired from that kind of place. Because if that is the way to be fired, you know?
Right.
Yeah. Tuck it, you want a kiss? Mwah! Mwah!
Oh, that kiss.
Let's go back to the beginning of the reading before we unveil the last cards. So,
okay.
The Hangman tells us that you're in this position where you feel bad, you're confused. But look at the other side. The sacrifice you took, which is, you know, suffering, being confused, getting fired, it was worth it because you learned a very valuable lesson. You don't want to be there. Actually, I read long ago, not too long ago, I read this thing that says, why does she have a cheese on her head? Because someone redeemed it. Who was it? It was,
I think it was
Lord of Collection redeemed.
Yeah, like...
So...
Peach Penku, welcome to the party.
Welcome, Peach Penku. What a cute name. Peach Penku. Hello, hello. So...
Welcome.
So the Hanged Man says... You suffered, but you learned a very valuable thing. I read this thing that says that if someone divorces from you, if your ex blocks you, you win, basically. So if your bad job fired you, you win, basically. You also should get compensations. So it's a win-win. You're accepting readings. You know what? After CatBug, maybe we'll do some readings from the viewers. Yeah. But right now we're still dealing with CatBug here. So the block is the interesting thing. So it changes. I used to say that you might be nice, but staying in your position right now. But I might change my mind. So you're right now in this position of trying to understand and flip your view, look at the things as a good thing and not a bad thing. But you're blocked by this. And I think this is not a good time being on it. I think this is something else. This is emotions. I think this is your emotions telling you what if. What if you were wrong? What if you are not emotionally mature? What if what they say is true? I got a feeling you're like me in a way that if someone tells you one bad thing, you're gonna carry it for the rest of your life, thinking, "What if they were right? What if I am wrong?" Yeah.
Yeah, I ask myself a lot of like, what ifs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's the first cup, the smallest, the Ace of Cups. Well, the King is the complete opposite. He's like, know that he, she, in your case, they know that they're emotionally mature, that you're okay. This self-doubt. What if the others are right and you need to fix yourself? That it was what's holding you right. So your state of mind is the key to getting out of this. And I'm gonna go back before the reading and ask you something that I really didn't ask. What do you want to come out of this reading? What's your wish?
My wish is that I have some sort of guidance for the future. So
that's very
like,
vague, though.
Yeah, it is very vague. I'm sorry. I will try to elaborate.
No, don't apologize. That's great. That's a good answer.
I think I want to know like what direction I should go in. I guess like where like what do I do from here? Like do I start actively looking, like more actively looking for a job, or do I just
want a job?
Yeah, I want a job.
So here's the answer. What
Okay.
what is, if you want me, let's say you want the cards to tell you a very specific answer, do this. What do you think? What do you want them to say?
Do this.
Do this.
Do what?
Like a search for a job or something like this. I'll say what I think. I think
Okay,
you need you're looking for like you need permission for something. Like you need permission to look for a job. You already said you're looking for a job.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you need someone outside of you to tell you you are okay. You did nothing wrong. You need this kind of
like reassurance.
Yeah, I'd say reassurance. Yeah, but you need this kind of almighty power who knows everything, like this judge or king of
like
God.
Mimic.
I wish. But it's like God coming down and say, hey, I looked at the minds of those people in the last place you worked at, and you were okay. Actually, you did nothing wrong. You were okay. It was unfair, and fuck them and move on to a different way. Unfortunately, we don't have that kind of thing. We can never have that. The only one who can reassure you is you. Yeah, it's really, really hard. Now, right now you're in this good place, staying home, being having some fun with family and friends, and doing whatever you want. And it's okay, but you want work. You said it. So before I unveil the last answer, the message from the deck, what do you think?
I think it's pretty interesting. But the cards definitely like have some reflection on like what's going on in my life right now and what's happened.
What do you think you should do?
I think I should put more effort into like reassuring myself that I didn't do anything wrong and that like it's not my fault. And
how do you do that?
Just I think
because reassuring yourself could be very, very hard.
Reassuring yourself is hard. Definitely, it is hard, and there's like multiple ways you can go about it. Definitely, like something like therapy helps, but also just I think like adjusting my lifestyle into something that's more healthy. And
for one example,
like so, just like eating healthier, like getting out more, like doing stuff outside, stuff like that. I think,
stuff like meditation, talking to other people, maybe.
Definitely, talking to other people.
Okay, let's see the. There's no true answer, right?
Right.
Let's see. Now the final trio is the time trio. Usually it's how the following year is going to come up, but I don't like to look at the future. I don't know if we can actually read the future, so I look at it as an advice from the deck. And we got the Tower. We got the Moon. And we got the Empress. Oh man. Almost no major cards, and then we get 3 major cards. Okay. Are you sitting down, taking a deep breath? First of all, the Empress is a wonderful card. It's a great card. It's everything you have, a beautiful garden, lady sitting there inspiring everyone. That's the end of the year. That's your aim for the end. But first you gotta deal with these two. Now, I don't know, because we didn't really talk about this before the stream, but the Tower and the Moon are pretty bad. They're not good cards, which makes me think that the situation is much worse than what you're telling me. And I don't know how bad it is, but I think the self-doubt that crashed on you after that event, when you think about it, that kind of self-doubt has been burdening you for half a year. of not working. That's something pretty big. The tower is definitely one crushing blow, a giant event, an impact out of nowhere. This lightning bolt that lands at the tower and makes everything burn and explode. And
oh god.
that's the being fired for the job half a year ago. That already happened. But it's still happening. I would say you relive that over and over and over again in your head. We gotta get this out. Like, they sucked the wax out of my ears. We gotta suck this out of your head.
Okay.
The next one is the moon. Now, the moon is the card of the subconscious. Deep dive inside. Psychology. Thinking about everything. Suck the gunk out of it, yeah. Usually when this card comes out, I say take therapy. Especially because I'm doing therapy for like 6 years now. And I hate it. I really hate it. But it works. It just works.
Yeah.
It
does work.
I highly recommend. Even, doing something small. Like a job consultant or something like that. Because therapy in that case would really help you see that you're not at fault, that it's some other thing. The problem with the tower is that it can just happen. A lightning bolt strikes the tower and makes it explode. You could have prepared more. But it's unfair to ask you to prepare more for an event that didn't happen yet. You didn't know that this thing could happen, right?
Right.
Now you know. Now you can be prepared for the next time. That's being a smartass. But you couldn't do anything to defend against this strike. The only thing you can do right now is get up. And to get up here, we want you to get inside. So I would say, that's my the advice from the deck. I would say, take a deep dive into yourself. In the recent years, after all kind of personal events that happened to me, I started studying a lot about gaslighting.
Gaslighting?
Yeah.
Like how to gaslight people?
No. How to figure out when you are being gaslighted and how to deal with that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I watched the gaslighting movies and I read a lot about gaslighting, and I watched a lot of psychologists talk about gaslighting and people who live with gaslighters and stuff like that. There's gaslighting parents, and there's gaslighting partners. You can get married to someone. It's like all kind of weird situations. One really important thing to fight against gaslighting is having a really strong core of beliefs. You have your own system, and nobody can tell you otherwise. Whenever someone tells you something else, you have this core where no, I'm correct. I think that's the key here. That's the thing you need to do or to focus on this coming month, which is take a deep dive inside. Find yourself. Find the CatBugSoup. Find the core of yourself. And ask yourself, when you ask questions, is it okay to ask those questions? Do you ask them for reassurance? Do you really need to ask those questions? What do you expect to get from the people who answer those questions? I need to reach a point where you are 100% confident in yourself. It's okay to be you. It's okay to ask questions, and whoever can't handle that, you don't need to care about them. That hopefully will lead you to be the Empress, which is this beautiful queen lady who is in complete control, and she's very inspiring, and she's doing whatever she dreams of doing, and everything is great.
Right.
I'm saying a deep dive inside, but I want to hear your thoughts.
I definitely think I need to take like a deep dive inside myself and like do a lot of like self reflection, kind of like self improvement. Just basically like make sure my life is going in the right direction and like that I'm happy with myself and stuff.
How do you do that? Do you have a plan? I want to give you homework.
Okay. What's my homework?
No, you're gonna tell me.
Oh, I'm gonna tell you. Okay. What am I gonna do?
I'm gonna give you the homework. That's not gonna be very effective.
No, I guess not. You're right.
What if you? Oh, I can
I don't know. I think like once I start just like living and like being healthier and making healthier like choices and decisions and stuff, like I think like
okay,
it'll
what do
all
you
come
do?
together.
What do you do now that's not healthy?
I just kind of sit around. Like I don't go out and stuff, which like I'm sure anyone can realize like it's not really good for mental health.
Oh, you're a vtuber.
Like
You're not supposed to go out.
No. Well, I mean, yeah, no.
I send you
That's coming. That's
a
coming.
picture of the reading in the meantime. So you can
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
you can keep it.
Yeah.
So go out more. What else?
Go out more. Like eat healthier. Like work out.
What does eat
Just kinda, like-
healthier mean? What do you eat now that's not healthy?
I kind of like just like snack a lot. I don't really stick to like. I don't know, like you know, like you have to like get more like fruits and veggies and protein in my diet. I think.
What can you
'cause
do
right now I just
to make this happen? Both of these.
I'm kind of making it happen right now. Like this past week, like I started like doing like a more nutrition focused like diet.
Oh, that's good.
So like like this morning I had an avocado toast and stuff, and yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. And then like just getting out more. Like once my bike comes, I'll start like biking and getting outside, and I think like just doing those things a lot will help like shift my perspective into something that's healthier.
Yeah, definitely.
Mm.
What about the deep dive into your own brain, trying to figure out what's going on there?
I definitely think like therapy would cover that.
Do you wanna try it?
Yeah. Well, I'm doing therapy right now.
How is this going?
So it's going okay. It's pretty good. Yeah, like I'm still only like a few weeks into it, so I'm still just kind of like testing out the water. But I think it helps a bit.
Have you been talking about the job situation?
Yeah.
And
I've been talking about it.
What is your therapist thinking?
She thinks like just to like let go of what happened and basically just take this time like that I have off to just work on myself and like building healthy habits and stuff.
That's good. It's really good. Taking a small break.
Yeah.
So I think everything is happening according to plan. Honestly, it's one of the nicest reading I've seen. There's nothing really contradicting. Everything is making sense. Everything is logical.
Okay.
I would focus on two things here that kind of piques my interest. First of all, the Wheel of Fortune. That person around you is a bit chaotic, or everything around you is a bit chaotic. Maybe it connects to this confusion, and kind of not sure if about the emotional maturity. Maybe I'm throwing something away. Maybe you think that people around you are emotional mature and you're not good. Maybe people around you are better than you. Maybe there's a lot of competition and you're not running fast enough. It's a bit of a general things to say. But this wheel around you maybe kind of say that everyone around you is doing something right and you're doing something wrong. Everyone around you is this kind of wheel that is working perfectly and you're this weird broken cog. But obviously this is only your subjective view. Every person think like that.
Right.
Which is not to belittle your own thinking, obviously. But we only say good things about people. We don't see the suffering and all the bad things behind. And the key thing here, to get the king of chalices, to get this feeling of emotional maturity, of you're okay, is the knight. Is to know that things will not make sense on their own. You will have to make sense of them. You will have to find explanations for things. And the explanation could be anything that makes sense for you, anything that's logical. Give an explanation, for example, just for why they fired you. Explanation that makes sense.
I think they fired me because they don't think I'm a good fit.
No.
But
Give me a different one.
what do you mean I gotta give you a different one? That's the only one I can think of.
Think more.
I'm so bad at thinking though. Oh gosh.
That's why we're doing this. Another option. Why do people fire workers? What could be the reason?
If they don't do a good job.
That's what you said earlier, in different words.
Oh. Well,
let's ask
they...
Chat. Why do you think you heard that? You heard CatBug. Why do you think they fired her? Give me reasons. Give me all kind of reasons. Because there's got to be more than one.
Dumbest_man_alive 2023. Welcome to the party.
Welcome to the party. Bad working ethics? Okay. What do you think about CatBug? Does that make sense? Bad working ethics?
Yeah.
Okay, give me
That
another
makes
reason.
sense.
Give me another reason.
Like attendance.
Yeah, no clue. It's really hard to say without knowing the people. Yeah, that's why I'm asking, because you don't know the people. Give me random stuff. What else? Underperformance. Okay. Underperformance, not fit, bad working ethics. What else? What else could be?
How many reasons are you looking for? Oh my gosh, you come up with something.
At least 5. We want at least 5 reasons.
Oh my
when
gosh.
they beat up a customer that deserves it. Could be. Let me give you some more examples that I'm thinking of. They don't have money and they need to let someone go.
Okay.
A girl in the office is jealous of you because you're too beautiful. The boss is... I don't know, by the way, I didn't see her. The boss feels uncomfortable with you in the office because you remind him of his dead daughter.
Sheesh, that is deep.
You see how bullshit that can go? When you're fired without a proper reason, it could be anything. It could be anything. I remember one time reading, or his wife, one time, or maybe his wife saw that and like, oh no, you're not working with that girl. Not that, but something. I remember reading this, why do girls say no? When you ask a girl out, why does she say no? Could be that you're ugly. Could be that she has a boyfriend. Could be that her dog died today. Could be that she's in love with her dad. Could be a million reasons. Could be a million reasons. But we really like to blame ourselves, especially because they said some vague thing about you not being good enough.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's really easy to put the blame on the worker that you're firing. According to your contract, did you do anything against the job thing, job description?
No.
It's not your fault. That's it. It's really easy to say. Something you need to really put inside of your head.
Yeah.
And that's the way to make sense of it. To understand that sometimes life is chaotic, random, and we don't have control of things. Sometimes. I got fired because one coworker didn't like me. Here, look at that.
Yeah, that's tough.
It's tough, but it happens. It happens. Nothing you can do about it. If your job can't take care of that, you don't want to be there.
No, that's very true, yeah.
Because it's this reason today. Tomorrow it's a different reason. You know? It kind of feels weird to let you go like this. With say just keep doing whatever you're doing.
Yeah, no, I mean like, yeah.
I need like an epiphany. I need something bigger than that. I really want to give you a solution on a silver platter, but
that's okay. I think like honestly, like with time, like things are gonna get better.
Yeah.
And like I feel like the right job will pop up and things will just make sense.
Definitely. I really think that well, yeah, in general, being more healthy, sticking to things,
Yeah.
and doing some psychoanalysis on yourself and talking with people.
Yeah.
You know, I think you should talk with your dad about that. Ask him. That might be your homework.
Okay.
Ask
Okay, I will.
him if he was fired and how he dealt with it.
Okay.
Because I'll tell you from my mom, for example. My mom was in a job that she really, really, really loved. And she was really big and she had a lot of friends. And one day they changed the CEO and they fired her. They fired a bunch of people. And instead of her, they put this almost teenager girl who did the same job. Most likely for less money. And she did a really bad job. The division was closed later. My mom she felt really bad after being fired. She was very confused. They didn't really give proper reasons. But she went back to writing. And then she got a publisher. And now she's a bestseller in Israel. She's a book on Amazon even. That's really, really successful. And
Good.
she went back working in that place later. In that way. And that's Serenity. I don't have a join command, but you can stay after Pichi Penku. I can give you a target reading as well. So so in a way, although she was fired and she had a few years really, really bad, she's kind of thankful that she was in that position because then she could, focus on her books.
Yeah, and I definitely think that like, it's the same in my situation too. Like, this gives me time to focus on myself and just like be more happy and stuff with my own life.
Yeah. Well then, anything else? Any epiphanies? Anything comes to mind?
No. I think you did a great job, like helping me out. Thank you so much.
Oh, whenever you want to. I'll try to think more about this because I still feel like we're missing something. Maybe I'll talk to you later as well.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah, I feel like there's more stuff to dig. I feel like this is like the edge of the iceberg here.
Yeah, I mean, it might be kind of.
Have you find the satisfaction you want? You sound really sweet, right? She's so adorable. The first time I heard her
Oh,
voice.
well, thank you so much, guys.
What about streaming? When can we see you stream?
Oh god, that's a good question. I might stream again. Like, I don't know. It's for me, like, streaming is just kind of like, it's not really a planned thing. It just kind of happens, you know. So like, I could have a random stream in like a week, or it could be a few months. It just kind of,
Follow her.
That's just the way she goes.
And we'll see what happened. Follow her.
Yeah.
Her Twitch. Here's the shout out.
Oh, thank you again.
Whenever you want to. And thank you so much. You wanna stay while I do the other readings? Or do you wanna
I probably have to head out soon, but I'll hang out in the chat though.
Okay. So thank
Okay.
you so much.
Yeah, no, thank you so much, Mimic, and I'll talk to you about it more and stuff, and we can figure out like what's missing and stuff.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Bye.
Bye bye.